Ladies and gentlemen, now it's the time for the KS News program. Before we start our first segment, let me talk to you about today's plan. First of all, we will start with some news. After the news, Anthony will talk about sports, and at the end, Daniela will present you some weather news this weekend weather forecast. Welcome to the news. My name is Radoslav.
And I'm Heidi, and we will present lasting information from around the world for you. So, let's start with some local news.
Yesterday evening, through the San Fernando Valley and into Malibu, authorities were in pursuit of a black BMW short after 7 p.m., reaching high speed on the Pacific Coast Highway. This occurred after a man tried to shoot a policeman officer and kidnap a young lady. Thankfully, he was unsuccessful. The woman was taken to the hospital for unknown reason, but the man attempted to escape into woods near Malibu Bluffs Park. Eventually, the police took the man into custody.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Now let's go to sports with Anthony.
Thanks, Radoslav. Hello, my name is Anthony, and I will be present you with sport news today. Football news to start. Yesterday in Dallas, during the game between Real Madrid and AS Roma, Roma's midfielder Seydou Keita refused to shake hands with Real Madrid's defender Pepe and also threw him a bottle of water at him. Here we have a video of this confrontation. Here we can see Seydou Keita, who don't shake the hand of Pepe. And after, he will throw him a bottle of water at him. You see? Roma won the game 1-0, and after, a journalist asked Keita why he did that. Keita replied, "I did this because during a Barcelona's Madrid game, Pepe told me that I was a monkey and also spit on me." Now, turning our attention to soccer transfer. Romelu Lukaku, the Belgian striker, has moved from Chelsea to Everton on a 5-year deal for £25 million. Lukaku spent last season on loan in Everton, where he scored 16 goals. Real Madrid has just completed signing the 23-year-old Colombian midfielder James Rodriguez for £80 million. James has always said that he wanted to move to the Real Madrid, but now James wants his teammate Radamel Falcao to come with him to Real Madrid. In tennis news, Rafael Nadal will miss 2 tournaments due to a wrist injury. He will miss the Rogers Cup in Toronto and the Cincinnati Open. He is also worried about defending his current US Open title. It will depend on the evolution of his injury. Now for baseball. The Tigers have landed David Price in a 3-way deal. The Tigers spent the last day hunting for a left-handed pitcher, and they finally signed with the best lefty in the American League. Hours after the A's acquired John Lester from Boston, the Tigers answered with a stunner, acquiring David Price from the Rays in a 3-team trade. Now the Tigers are expected to announce a deal with David Price in the next day. That's all for today. Now we will go back to Radoslav and Heidi with some more news. Thank you.
In national and international news, Barack Obama made a request to Congress for $66 million of US through foreign operations. Funds will be destined to maintain US military presence in Poland and other countries in the middle and eastern parts of Europe next year, increasing the number of military exercises and changing deployment of US military equipment, which will enable faster response to danger. This type of request from the President of the United States requires approval by Congress. According to official informers, we know that this request enjoys the support of representatives of both parties.
Also in US news, President Obama on Tuesday announced expanded US sanctions on Russia, joining the European Union in a coordinative effort to use Russian economy as a leverage to compel Moscow to stop fueling the deadly conflict in Ukraine. The coordinated sanctions by the US and European Union were aimed at increasing pressure on Russian President Vladimir Putin to end to this country's support for separatists in eastern Ukraine, whom the West blames for taking down a Malaysian airliner nearly 2 weeks ago. Obama and US allies also warned that Russia was building up troops and weaponry along its border with Ukraine. The number of Russian troops near the Ukraine border is now over 12,000.
Moving our focus to North Korea. North Korean media has named US President Barack Obama a black monkey. The KCNA news agency, which the propaganda mouthpiece in the regime Kim Jong, also attacked President of South Korea, Park Geun-hye, as Internet portal Sky TV News explained. Joe Staten, who runs a blog about North Korean, has translated information released by KCNA, discussing the meeting between Obama and Park. It was said that Park gave reckless comments after eviting her American master, who resembled a nasty black monkey to South Korea.
Lastly, in tech news, the expected iPhone 6 and iWatch may not be the only big thing down the road for Apple. This tech giant is reportedly looking at getting into the mobile payment business. According to published reports, Apple is said to be in talks with credit card companies to create a service that would allow users to pay for the items with iPhones acting as a credit card. These are the latest news stories from around the world. So now, let's go to Daniela and her weather forecast.
Thank you, Radoslav. In California, the weather for the weekend will stay around 25 to 30 degrees. It will be very sunny and partly cloudy. At night, temperatures will fall under 15 degrees. Now looking at Europe. There have been severe storms for the last 2 weeks, especially the eastern and northern parts of Switzerland have experienced both landslides and floods. Here is some footage of what is going on in the area. In this region, in the last 24 hours, it has rained from 8 to 13 liters per square meter, and in Bern, precipitation rates of 40 to 60 liters per square meter have been measured. Cars have washed away, homes have been flooded, and trees, roads and bridges have been destroyed. One person had to be rescued by helicopter after being trapped by the torrent. Local media has said that the whole valley is now flooded. A very terrible situation indeed. That is all for the weather. Back to you, Radoslav and Heidi.
Thank you. Once again, thank you for watching KS News.
Have a wonderful night, and we will see you again tomorrow.